Okta, the cybersecurity company focusing on identity and access management software, just put out their Q3 earnings report.
They seem to have done well.
Okta exceeded expectations in earnings and revenue.
What were the numbers?
Their adjusted earnings per share hit 67 cents. That's above the 58 cents that was projected. Adjusted earnings per share is the net earnings of a company, but they take out one-time costs.
What about their revenue?
Their revenue was $665 million, which was higher than the $650 million expected. This strong performance led to their stock going up over 15% in after-hours trading. That's quite a turnaround from when it was down 12% earlier this year.
What do you think caused this?
It seems like the consistent growth of their subscription revenue is a big factor.
Tell me more about that.
They made $651 million in subscription revenue, which is more than the $635 million that was estimated. It looks like the need for their identity and access management solutions is going up, maybe because more businesses are using cloud-based apps and have people working remotely.
Okta's projections for the next quarter are interesting.
What are they projecting?
They think their revenue will grow between 10.5% to $668 million, which is, again, more than the $651 million that was estimated.
Why do they expect this growth?
Their CEO, Todd McKinnon, says it's because of strategic investments.
What have they invested in?
They've been focusing on their partner ecosystem, expanding their reach into the public sector, and going after larger enterprise clients.
Why are they focusing on the public sector?
Government agencies are becoming more vulnerable to cyber attacks. Okta's solutions protect sensitive information and systems, which makes them a good fit for the public sector's specific security needs.
What about their focus on bigger customers? How does that help Okta?
Larger enterprises usually need more complex and scalable security solutions, and Okta can give them that. This means they can get stable, long-term revenue.
It seems like Okta is doing well.
Their financial performance and their investments suggest a positive future.
What does this success tell us about cybersecurity in general?
Okta's performance might show that more people are recognizing the importance of identity and access management as a big part of cybersecurity strategy. With businesses becoming more reliant on digital technologies, securing access to those systems is extremely important.
That makes sense, especially with the increase in complex cyber threats.
Exactly. Companies are now realizing that securing their digital assets starts with controlling who can access them. Okta, focusing on larger customers, goes along with something we're seeing in the cybersecurity market.
What's that?
There's more demand for complete security solutions that can handle access for a lot of users and devices.
So Okta is in a good spot to take advantage of this.
Their platform can scale and change with the needs of enterprise clients.
It seems like Okta's performance and decisions reflect a change in how organizations think about cybersecurity.
What kind of change?
Before, cybersecurity was all about perimeter defenses, like firewalls and antivirus software.
But now that threats have changed, security approaches have to change too.
Yeah, now people realize that to secure a company's digital assets, you need a multi-layered approach, and identity and access management is a big part of that.
This change fits with the idea of zero trust, where you don't trust any user or device automatically.
How does Okta's approach work with zero trust?
Okta's solutions let organizations use strong authentication, enforce granular access controls, and watch user activity for anything suspicious.
So even if someone gets past the outer layers of defense, this helps to reduce the risk of unauthorized access and data breaches.
Exactly. By checking the identity and permissions of each user and device every time they try to access something, Okta helps organizations deal with the risks of insider threats, compromised credentials, and lateral movement within a network.
Okta doing well this quarter seems to show that this approach is working for organizations of all sizes.
Their good financial results and positive projections suggest they're on the right track.
What do you think about the CEO emphasizing the company's profitability?
It's important for their long-term sustainability. If they stay profitable, Okta can keep investing in research and development so they can stay ahead in a cybersecurity landscape that's always changing.
It also shows they're committed to creating value for their shareholders.
That's true. When a company is doing well financially, it attracts investors and builds confidence in the company's future.
What are some things that could affect Okta's success going forward?
It's really important that they keep innovating in such a competitive market.
How can they do that?
By continuing to invest in research and development, expanding their product offerings, and working with other top cybersecurity companies.
They'll have to be proactive to stay ahead of new threats and meet their customers' changing needs.
Another important thing is being able to find and keep talented employees.
Why is that so important for cybersecurity?
There aren't enough skilled people in the cybersecurity industry.
So having skilled workers is essential for developing and implementing good security solutions.
That's it. Okta's success depends on their ability to get and keep people who know how to handle the complicated world of cybersecurity.
What we've learned about Okta this quarter gives us some good insights into the cybersecurity market right now and shows how important identity and access management is becoming.
It'll be interesting to see how Okta deals with the changing cybersecurity landscape and the challenges and opportunities that come up.
Their choices and how they do in the future will probably have a big impact on the whole industry.
Now let's talk about some of the specific challenges and opportunities Okta might have going forward.
What do you think will be a challenge?
One challenge is that the threat landscape is becoming more complex.
What do you mean?
Cyber attacks are getting more advanced. They often use new technologies like artificial intelligence and machine learning.
So Okta will have to keep adapting its solutions to stay ahead of these threats.
They'll have to put a lot of money into research and development to make sure their platform can still stop the latest attack techniques.
Another challenge could be the increasing competition in the identity and access management market.
More companies are seeing how important this area of security is.
So Okta will need to stand out from the competition.
They'll have to show that their solutions are better and more valuable than others.
What about opportunities? What opportunities do you see for Okta?
One big opportunity is that more and more businesses are using cloud computing.
How is that an opportunity for Okta?
When organizations move their applications and data to the cloud, secure access management becomes even more important.
That's where Okta's expertise in cloud security comes in.
You got it. Their platform works well with cloud environments, giving comprehensive access control and threat protection.
Another opportunity is the increased focus on following regulations.
Governments all over are making stricter data privacy and security rules.
This means companies need solutions that can help them follow those rules.
Okta's platform has features that help companies follow regulations like GDPR and CCPA.
So they're in a good position to help organizations navigate the complex world of regulatory compliance.
Another opportunity comes from the fact that more people are aware of how important identity and access management is.
Can you explain that a little more?
Organizations are realizing that to secure their digital assets, they need to control who has access to them.
This means there's a bigger market for Okta's solutions.
As organizations make identity and access management a key part of their cybersecurity strategy, Okta will benefit from this increased demand.
Okta's strong financial performance and investments have set them up to take advantage of these opportunities.
Their ability to innovate, stand out from the competition, and adapt to the changing threat landscape will be important for their continued success.
Okta's journey is definitely something to keep an eye on.
How they do and the choices they make will likely have a big impact on the future of identity and access management and the whole cybersecurity industry.
What else should we think about when we're looking at what might happen with Okta?
It's important to see if they can grow internationally.
How important is global expansion for Okta's growth?
Cybersecurity is a global market. If Okta wants to take full advantage of the growing need for identity and access management solutions, they need to have a strong presence in key international markets.
What challenges might they face going global?
They'll have to deal with different regulations, cultural differences, and language barriers. They'll need to adjust their solutions to fit the specific needs of different regions.
What other challenges might come up?
Technology is always changing, and that's a constant challenge. Okta will need to make sure their solutions can integrate with and adapt to new technologies.
Can you give me an example of a new technology that might affect Okta's business?
Quantum computing could change how encryption works. Okta will need to stay ahead of the game and develop solutions that can handle quantum attacks.
What about opportunities for Okta to make their current products better?
They could use artificial intelligence and machine learning to improve their platform.
How could they use those technologies to make their solutions better?
AI and machine learning can help automate threat detection, identify unusual user behavior, and make access decisions more accurate.
So those advancements could make Okta's solutions even better at reducing security risks.
Another area they could improve is integrating identity and access management with other security tools.
What would be the benefit of that?
It would give a more complete picture of security threats and let organizations respond more effectively.
It sounds like Okta has a lot to do, both in terms of challenges and opportunities.
How well they handle those things will determine their success in the long run.
Any last thoughts?
How well Okta's doing shows how important identity and access management is in our digital world. Their success in the future depends on whether they can come up with new ideas, adapt to changes, and carry out their plan.